This Macintosh SE30 has been through a lot. In our last video we tore it apart, prepped the board and removed the old capacitors. Today we're taking things further, installing new capacitors, replacing the screen and hopefully putting it all back together in a cleaned and retro-brighten case. But will it power on and work as it should? Let's find out. Hello, welcome back, and today we're going to be working on this. Well, we're going to be putting this board back together. Now, I've got my capacitor kit here. We've got the through hole caps as well for here and here, so we may as well change these two as well while we're at it, and also we'll test them later in the meter and see if they are actually faulty or not. So without further ado, let's crack on with getting these caps done. So that's all the capacitors replaced. Now you need to replace the capacitors on these old machines, where it's always ideal, as of course they start to leak. So that'll help with stability of this board, but also will make it last a lot longer. So next what we're going to do is to refit that connector that we took off, the main power connector, to get to the caps, and also fit the new battery. So that's the main board done now. The next thing was to sort the case and replace the screen. Now I've got a replacement screen here. This screen does actually look very good and very clean, which is nice. So we're going to put that into the case. Now the case, you remember, was very, very yellow. It was really bad and dirty. Now I have put it out for a few days in the sun. I have cleaned it, but of course you know the weather these days for the UK isn't the best for retro-brighten, as we're in winter. So I had a few days where the sun sort of came out for a bit, and it's come out a hell of a lot better. So what we're going to do next is we're going to get this screen put into this case, and then we can proceed to put the thing back together. So just before we put this screen in, be very, very careful with these, because at the end of there is a very fragile glass nipple. If you break that off, you lose the vacuum inside, and this screen then is knackered. So if you are handling these, not only be careful about the electricity, obviously when they've been charged, now it's safe because it's discharged, but be careful of the glass nipple. So, the floppy drive problem. Now I have this floppy drive, you saw it was very, very dirty, but not only that, I noticed that little board's broken behind. Now we could repair it by stripping the tracks and bridging it across with some capacitor legs or something. That would do the job. But also what I noticed was when I put a disc in, that head doesn't seem to go down right. I don't know whether that's correct or not. I've not really done much on these Macs, but maybe it is, maybe it isn't. Now, I did pull the one out the other machine that I've got for spares. So, I found this drive out the other machine. Now, you can see straight away it's a hell of a lot cleaner, but it seems to be missing a lot of springs. Spring across there and a spring across here. So, what we're going to do, we're going to try to build one drive out the other. And also, it's got a bit of a slight bend there, but I think we can correct that with pair of pliers. So, let's just have a go at fixing this. happy the way that looks. I think it looks great. I mean, if you look around the sides, etc., it's looking really a lot nicer than what it was. I mean, it was just a yellow peril. So what we've got to do next is the big turn on. So here's a big turn on. Now you can see it chimes and it turns on. Unfortunately the hard drive isn't spinning. So that gave me an idea. Watch this. I tried booting off floppy drive as well, and that unfortunately did not work as well. I thought, why not? Let's take the hard drive to pieces and give it a good old spin. Who needs a clean room for doing this? And let's see if we can fix it, or at least bring it back to life. See, it's spinning now. Let's hope it's done the job. I don't know, it was worth a try, wasn't it? It was a dead drive anyway, so let's get this Mac back together. I put it back together, I've put the hard drive in, and we're just going to turn it on now. I've even plugged in a mouse, just in case we get somewhere, so let's give it a go. Can I hear that hard drive? Yes, I can. Will it boot? Oh, maybe not. Sounded like it was ready to boot then, didn't it? Do you reckon another go will do it? Let's just give it another go. Because we have had it apart, haven't we? Will it boot? Yes, it will. Look at that. That's the Mac icon. Oh, that's amazing. Let me just turn this brightness down a bit so you can see it a bit easier. There you go. So now we have actually icons appearing off that hard drive. Now, how long it's going to last, I don't know. But at least we can see the machine working. So, what's it opened up here? It's opened up something called Arcade. And the mouse doesn't seem to want to move. Or the hard drive is frozen. So this is a quick update. I've actually just finished a video, encoded it all, and thought, I'll try this. I put a floppy drive in, and it seems to be, ever put a floppy drive in, it works. It must be that floppy drive causing hassle. So believe it or not, the hard drive is working. I can view all the files, and I can load a game, for example, Space Invaders here. And I can click play. There you go. Now of course, I'm trying to play this using the mouse, and it's very hard to see on the screen, but the hard drive is working, believe it or not. So, and the machine is working great. Whoops, I've died. So, I just wanted to show you that, and also quit that. We're going to have to find a way of getting this floppy drive fitting and back all this stuff up, because there's loads of stuff on here. Mat bugs, bricks. What's this one? Mystery box, Brickles 7. Ah, it's like good old fashioned Pong. Jesus, how is this? Well, that's too fast. That was just crazy. So let's just quit that. Also on this hard drive, I have System, Hearts, all sorts of stuff. Word 94. Obviously here he's got Lottery, House, Finance and Private. I'm not going to go into them online or whatever. I might just have a snoop later just to see what it is, but I'm going to delete all that because stuff like this, I don't know what Magna is. Oh, it's Magna. An Amagran creator. This program finds anagrams for phrases or names. You can just press return for most questions. So, press return. I haven't got a keyboard, have I? Wally. So, that's it. It is fully working. The hard drive's fully working, so it's worth taking it apart, wasn't it? I just thought I'd update you on this before I end the video. Thanks for watching, everyone. I really enjoyed building that, and it looks superb. If anybody knows of a SCSI interface that I can use on that SCSI controller on the board that uses SD, etc., or compact flash, then let me know, because I'd like to fit one of them in this machine. It's probably a Blue SCSI, isn't there, or something like that, I think it's called, that fits internally. Don't forget to drop a comment down below, even if it's hello. And also check out my fellow YouTube buddies that are down below as well. You've got the likes of 8-Bit Retro Refix, Joe Sib, Captain Commodore. They all do great things, even though Captain Commodore and 8-Bit Retro Refix don't seem to like Macs, but I do generally enjoy these compact Macs, and I think they've got a certain bit of nostalgia about it, which other machines haven't got. So, I have got some news-wise. Last weekend I met somebody where I work, and he said he thinks he knows where there's some old computers, so I thought, I'll go along. You never know. You never know what there is. Anyway, I went along and I ended up with a lot of stuff. I mean, a whole car full. I was so excited. It's like Christmas. I mean, I've still got to shift through it all, but there's a lot for content in the future. I've got stuff like the Acorn Atom. I've never seen one of them before. A Dragon 32. As well as a ORIC computer. As well as BBC Masters, Archimedes. There's a VIC-20 in there as well. One of the early ones with the 2 pins. So, I might pop a video out this week. We're just showing you some of the things we got so you can have a look at that. So, look forward to plenty more stuff coming along this way. So, on that note, I bid you farewell. See you soon, guys. Bye!